Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Jacosta Lester. In this video, I want to talk to you about some things that I've had the opportunity to consider just a brief moment ago. Um, Most of our lives, from my perspective, is a fight it's a struggle rather, between who you want to be, that's perfectly reasonable to be, that's within your potential to be, and that's pretty much established for you and who others want you to be for them. Okay. That sometimes is in accordance with some of the things that you want to be. Then there's that other thing where it's completely against who you are and you hate it. Okay. So there are, in addition to things that you are, others that may want to be around you. Um, they want to be around one or two types. Some of them want to be around what you want to be as a type that you don't want near them. Excuse me, as a type that you don't want around you. Um, and then there are others um, that would like to be around you, but you haven't become present in who you are, so that the person that you would like to be isn't there yet. So that when that person either shows up or doesn't show up, the others may or may not be around you, and you may not be their type, and you might not be the type that wants to be around them. And it just, I've found that consistently it's been a struggle between who you want to be and who others want you to be for them. Okay. And there is the extreme case where there's such an obstinance that they would try to force you down and delete who you are to make you something that they want. When that becomes the case, it is something really wrong with your life. Okay. There are types of people who tend to they ignore what it is that you like completely in an effort to do what they want to do with your life, against everything that you want to be and against everything that is within your potential to be. Okay. It's so horrible that it's demonic. Okay. Now just know that God can fix it. And if you find yourself in this place of captivity, it's a form of captivity. And there are two types of captivity. There's there's the captivity of Christ. Then there's that other captivity, the captivity that you don't want. It's the captivity of Satan. The captivity of Satan, again, the captivity of Satan, it goes against your potential and your desire to be who you want to be. Okay? Now, the others that ensure this way, it's unfortunate, but some of them are just simple minded people that lack understanding about anything. And when you find yourself surrounded and acted upon by these types, you really need to seek God out for deliverance from whatever it is that you've done that makes him so angry at you that you are surrounded by people that you would hurt or hate, and it would be your fault because you basically would be, acting wrongly upon them, but they don't want to go away. So I say all of that to say this. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And understand this. You are who you are. God makes you who he wants you to be. And I'm telling you, for example, I will give you a strong thing that I know about myself that I've identified over the years. I loved being a parent, but I don't like being a caretaker. If that makes any sense, I'll say this again. I loved being a parent, but I did not like being a caretaker. There are roles that are clear in society. There are things that people have added to performing those roles. They aren't they aren't right in all cases, but because they are stringent with regard to what they feel about that role. They're willing to enforce things that aren't necessarily things that you have to do to perform well in your capacity as a parent or things. In other words, you can be a good caregiver and not a caretaker. A nursing type is not always a parenting type. In fact, I would argue nurses are probably some of the worst caretakers I've seen in my life. But I personally do not like the caretaking function. I don't like the whole, wrapping blankets around people. I don't like the whole sitting down and talking to people thing. I'm telling you, I understand this about myself, but I love my child. I just don't like the the additional the additional frilly femininity of motherhood. Okay, when it comes to being my child's mother, though, I loved being his mother. So I say all of that to say this: it's unfortunate, but once you become particular things in life, there are types that have a particular way that they see it and that they feel it should always be, that surround you to try to make it so in your life, against what you are able to do and against what you would like to do and against what's right to do too. Some, they're so forceful with regard to the things that they think are right that they can destroy something trying to fix it. And you can basically see the nature of what it is that they want by the outcomes in your lives. Sometimes some things go so horribly wrong that you could see, in other words, you could see the yields of their program. Their program is wonky and bad. And ultimately, if you are a person with a strong will and a strong identity, you would find that what they would like to contribute to your life is a bunch of nothingness, and it's destructive, but they don't understand it because it works for them. Okay. So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Have a blessed and marvelous day. I say all of this to say this. Fight the good fight of faith. And most of the good fight of faith is trying to retain what it is to be yourself without getting lost in a sea of stupidity. So take care. Thank you for watching.